Hi. Does your dog panic when you leave a room, never mind leaving the house? In this video, I'm going to explain why that is happening and share one tip with you to help your dog not panic as much when you are moving around from room to room. My name is Alex. I'm a professional dog behavior consultant with over 21 years experience working with the anxious dogs and their human parents. So, separation anxiety is about your dog panicking when you leave, but their panic can also be triggered by their perception that you're about to leave. Dogs learn by association. So your dog's anxiety in the beginning may be triggered by you actually leaving the house. Then it can start being triggered by you making your way to the front door. Then it can start being triggered by you picking up the keys. Then it can start being triggered by you checking your cell phone. So all of these things that you do just before leaving are cues. They are cues that your dog interprets as you getting ready to leave the house. Now, you may say, okay, but when I'm moving around from room to room, I'm just cleaning the house or moving stuff around. I'm not giving my dog any of those cues. So why should they panic? Well, the thing is, think about what happens when you actually leave the house. After you've picked up the car keys and checked your cell phone and grabbed your coat or whatever, you make your way to the front door. That is a huge cue. You leave whatever room you're in to make your way to the front door. So when you are moving about the house, your dog is always picking up this imaginary cue that you're getting ready to leave because you are leaving the room where you happen to be. Even if you don't make your way to the front door, but you're making your way to another room. And of course, dogs that react this way, meaning they panic when you leave from one room to the next, such dogs' anxiety problem is actually very, very severe because it means that they are not responding to the normal cues, such as picking up keys, checking the cell phone. They are responding to the ultimate cue, which is you leaving whatever room you're in to make your way to the front door. So your dog watches you going from room to room, and they don't know when you will eventually make your way to the front door to leave. So I hope this has helped you gain some insight as to why your dog is doing this. Now, here's the one tip. One thing that you can help is to actually introduce a departure cue. So that, and this may sound counterproductive, like why should I introduce a departure cue if I'm not going anywhere? Well, that dogs also learn by repetition. So when you leave the kitchen to go into a bedroom, for example, if you tell your dog, see you just now, or whatever departure cue you choose, they're not going to understand the first time you do this, or not even the first 5 or 6 times you do this. They're not going to understand that this is a cue that mom or dad are about to leave, but they're actually coming back. They won't understand that as a cue because there won't be enough repetition. But as you keep on saying bye, see you later, whenever you move from the kitchen to a bedroom, from the bedroom to the bathroom, for example, they will eventually learn, okay, by repetition and by association, they will eventually learn. When I hear bye, see you later, it means mom or dad are leaving. But then, hang on, they're actually not going anywhere. They come back. They went into the kitchen and they came back, or they went into a bedroom and they came back, or they actually left the house and they came back. So the departure cue by itself won't solve your dog's separation anxiety problem, but it can help them not be triggered, or it can help their anxiety not be triggered by you leaving from room to room, because you're actually informing them that you're leaving, just like you inform them when it's a real departure. But then you're also adding on a whole bunch of other steps to help them solve separation anxiety. So just try this one step, which is to say bye, see you later, whenever you go from one room to the next. And you're very likely to start eventually seeing a pattern where your dog doesn't follow you around as much. If you enjoyed this video and if you'd like to learn more about separation anxiety, because obviously what I shared with you was just one tip, just go down to the description where you can get access to a free training video. Take care.